You probably trust your own mind. But right now, without your permission, your brain is actively altering the historical data of your life. We tend to treat our memories like a secure video archive of reality. We assume we can simply hit play and watch past events unfold exactly as they happened. But neuroscience reveals that the brain operates like a stealth editor. Rather than playing back a secure file, it constantly rewrites the script of your history. Because of this active editing process, relying on your most vivid memories as an objective standard of truth is a biological impossibility. The scientific term for this phenomenon is memory reconstruction. Every single time you recall an event, your brain must build that memory completely from scratch. You are not opening a sealed document. You are gathering scattered puzzle pieces and hastily snapping them back together in real time. The irony is that the very act of accessing a memory is the exact mechanism that makes it vulnerable to permanent alteration. This entire assembly process is driven by the hippocampus, a specialized structure deep inside your brain that acts as the primary engine for memory retrieval. This diagram shows the hippocampus at work. When you try to remember a moment, it acts like a central processor, actively hunting down scattered sensory fragments, the specific sights, sounds, and smells stored across entirely different regions of your cortex. It pulls all of these raw fragments inward and stitches them back together to form a single cohesive scene. But during this highly delicate neural stitching phase, the system is exposed. As the pieces lock into place, rogue data slips into the structure, permanently altering its original form without triggering any internal alarms. Recalling your past is an act of creative neurological assembly. It is never a perfect retrieval of facts. Faster, more urgent. There are 3 specific variables that contaminate this assembly process. First, new information introduced after an event actively bleeds in and overwrites the original stored data. Second, the brain hates a vacuum. If there are blind spots or missing gaps in a sequence, your mind automatically fabricates false details to seamlessly fill in the blanks. Third, your present-day emotional state dictates how an old memory is filtered and saved. A stressful afternoon today will physically darken the neural record of a pleasant afternoon from your past. Consequently, every single memory you recall is actually a hybrid construct of the original past event and your present environment. This creates a fascinating real-world problem. Imagine 2 people experiencing the exact same physical event, receiving the exact same raw sensory data points. This flowchart illustrates the divergence. Person A's hippocampus takes that raw data and filters it through their specific emotional biases and past experiences, creating a highly specific visual output. Meanwhile, Person B takes that identical origin data and filters it through a highly contrasting emotional bias, creating a completely unique shape. When we place these 2 final outputs side by side, we see total divergence. The single origin point has morphed into entirely different memory constructs. Both individuals now possess completely contradictory records of reality. Yet, because their brains successfully built and saved these constructs, both people feel their version is the absolute, unquestionable truth. This is why interpersonal conflicts over past events are rarely intentional lies. They are literal clashes between 2 entirely separate, biologically constructed realities. Rather than viewing this inaccurate memory system as a biological failure, neuroscientists recognize it as a highly intentional survival feature. The brain is brutally efficient. It ruthlessly prioritizes extracting the broader meaning and emotional weight of an event over retaining exact, literal details that offer no practical value. Your brain willingly sacrifices rigid historical accuracy in exchange for cognitive efficiency. It keeps the core lesson to make better future decisions and throws away the rest. This efficiency creates a psychological paradox. The level of confidence you feel in a memory has absolutely zero correlation with its factual accuracy. Because of how the hippocampus stitches information together, a highly reconstructed, completely false memory feels neurologically indistinguishable from a pristine true memory. A moment of wonder. Think about the stories you tell the most, the childhood moments you are 100% certain of. How much of that really happened, and how much did your brain quietly invent? The unsettling reality is that you will never truly know. A portion of your own past is, inevitably, a biological fiction.